What if you could stand above the clouds in an ancient city built without modern tools? Then ride through a desert oasis at sunset. Explore a jungle where roads do not exist, and visit a lake so high it feels like you are touching the sky all in one country. That country is Peru. Peru is not just a travel destination. It is an experience. It is a land where ancient civilizations once ruled powerful empires, where nature feels untouched and wild, and where every city tells a story from hundreds or even thousands of years ago. Most travelers come here dreaming of seeing Machu Picchu, and yes, it is one of the most breathtaking places on Earth. But Peru offers so much more than just one famous landmark. From the snowy peaks of the Andes Mountains to the deep green Amazon rainforest. From colonial cities filled with charm to mysterious desert drawings that still puzzle scientists, Peru is full of surprises. So today, we are taking you on a journey through the 12 best places to visit in Peru, starting from number 12 and moving toward the most iconic destination of them all. Stay until the end, because the final place truly feels like stepping into another world. 12. Huascaran National Park. High in the Andes Mountains lies a place where nature shows its most powerful and beautiful side, Huascaran National Park. This vast protected area is home to the Cordillera Blanca, the highest tropical mountain range in the world. As you enter the park, the first thing you notice is the dramatic landscape. Towering snow-covered peaks rise sharply into the sky, while bright blue lakes shimmer quietly below. The air here feels fresh and pure, and the silence is almost magical. More than 600 glaciers rest on these mountains, slowly shining under the sunlight. Some of the lakes, like Laguna 69, are so bright and blue that they look unreal, almost like edited photographs. But they are real, completely natural and breathtaking. The park is also home to unique wildlife, including llamas, alpacas, and rare Andean birds that glide gracefully between the peaks. For hikers and adventure lovers, this place is paradise. Trails lead through valleys, beside rivers, and up toward panoramic viewpoints that reward you with unforgettable scenery. Huascaran National Park is not crowded or noisy. It is peaceful, grand, and humbling, a reminder of how powerful and beautiful our planet truly is. 11. Huacachina. Now imagine standing in the middle of a massive desert, endless golden sand dunes stretching in every direction, and suddenly seeing a small green lagoon surrounded by palm trees. That is Huacachina. Huacachina is a tiny village built around a natural desert oasis, and it feels like something from a movie. During the day, the sunlight makes the dunes glow bright gold. The wind shapes the sand into smooth waves, creating a landscape that feels both calm and dramatic. But Huacachina is not just beautiful, it is exciting. Travelers come here to experience sandboarding, sliding down steep dunes at high speed. Others jump into dune buggies that race across the desert like roller coasters made of sand. The ride is thrilling, fast, and full of laughter. As the evening arrives, the desert becomes even more magical. The sky turns orange and pink, and the dunes slowly darken under the setting sun. Sitting on top of a dune and watching the sunset in Huacachina is one of those simple but unforgettable travel moments. 10. Trujillo. On Peru's northern coast lies the charming city of Trujillo, often called the City of Eternal Spring because of its pleasant weather throughout the year. Trujillo feels elegant and colorful, with bright colonial buildings, wide plazas, and beautifully decorated churches that reflect its Spanish heritage. Walking through the city center, you will notice wooden balconies, large courtyards, and pastel-colored walls that create a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Life here moves at a relaxed pace, and the streets feel alive with culture and tradition. Just outside the city stands one of the most important archaeological sites in Peru, Chan Chan. This massive mud brick city was once the capital of the Chimu civilization, long before the Incas became powerful. Chan Chan is the largest adobe city in the Americas, and walking through its tall walls and open plazas feels like traveling back in time. The carvings on the walls tell stories of ancient rulers, ceremonies, and daily life. Trujillo offers a perfect mix of colonial beauty and ancient history, making it one of Peru's most fascinating destinations. 9. Nazca Lines. In the dry desert plains of southern Peru lies one of the world's greatest mysteries, the Nazca Lines. These enormous drawings were carved into the earth more than 2,000 years ago by the Nazca people. The shapes include giant animals like monkeys, hummingbirds, spiders, and long straight lines stretching across the desert. The most surprising thing is that these drawings are so large they can only be fully seen from the sky. From the ground, they look like simple lines in the sand. But from above, their full shapes appear clearly and beautifully. No one knows exactly why the Nazca Lines were created. Some believe they were connected to astronomy and the stars. Others think they were part of religious rituals or sacred pathways. The mystery adds to their magic. Flying over the Nazca Desert in a small plane and seeing these giant shapes below is an experience that feels surreal, like uncovering a secret from the past. 8. Iquitos. Deep inside the Amazon rainforest lies Iquitos, one of the most unique cities in the world. What makes it so special is that you cannot reach it by road. The only way to arrive is by plane or boat. This isolation gives Iquitos a wild and adventurous feeling from the very beginning. Surrounded by thick jungle and the powerful Amazon River, Iquitos is the gateway to one of the most biodiverse regions on Earth. From here, travelers can take river cruises into the rainforest, explore hidden jungle lodges, and discover incredible wildlife. Monkeys swing between trees, colorful parrots fill the sky, and pink river dolphins swim in the muddy waters of the Amazon. The jungle feels alive at every moment, filled with sounds of insects, birds, and distant animal calls. The Belen Market in Iquitos is also a must-visit. Located partly on floating platforms, it offers everything from fresh fruits to traditional medicines. Iquitos is energetic, raw, and unforgettable, a true Amazon adventure. 7. Lake Titicaca. High in the Andes Mountains, at over 12,500 feet above sea level, lies Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world. The lake stretches across the border of Peru and Bolivia and is surrounded by rolling hills and distant mountains. One of the most fascinating parts of Lake Titicaca is the floating islands built by the Uros people. These islands are made entirely from tatora reeds that grow in the lake. The people even build their homes and boats from the same material. Life here is simple and deeply connected to tradition. Visitors can step onto the floating islands, meet local families, and learn about their way of life. The calm water, fresh mountain air, and peaceful environment make this place feel spiritual. Many local legends say that the Inca civilization began here, making Lake Titicaca not just beautiful, but sacred. 6. Lima. Every journey to Peru usually begins in Lima, a city where the past and present stand side by side. With nearly 9 million people, Lima is big, energetic, and full of life. But beyond the busy traffic and modern buildings, the city hides centuries of history. Founded in 1535 by the Spanish conqueror Francisco Pizarro, Lima quickly became one of the most important cities in South America during colonial times. Today, when you walk through the historic center, you can still feel that history. Large plazas, grand cathedrals, and elegant government buildings remind visitors of its colonial past. The Plaza Mayor, with its yellow buildings and wooden balconies, looks beautiful, especially in the golden light of late afternoon. But Lima is not only about history. The coastal district of Miraflores shows the modern face of the city. Here, cliffs overlook the Pacific Ocean, and waves crash dramatically below. Couples walk along the waterfront parks, surfers ride the waves, and cafes stay busy from morning to night. The sunsets over the ocean are truly unforgettable. One more thing makes Lima special: its food. Peru is famous for its cuisine, and Lima is considered the culinary capital of the country. Fresh seafood, especially ceviche, is a must-try. Restaurants in Lima are ranked among the best in the world, combining traditional flavors with modern creativity. Lima is a city of contrast: colonial charm, ocean views, modern energy, and unforgettable taste. 5. Colca Canyon. Far from the busy cities, deep in southern Peru, lies Colca Canyon, one of the deepest canyons in the world. In fact, it is more than twice as deep as the Grand Canyon in the United States. When you first stand at the edge and look down, the view is powerful and almost overwhelming. The canyon stretches wide and deep, with layers of rock showing thousands of years of natural history. But Colca Canyon is not just about depth, it is about life and movement. One of the most magical experiences here is watching the Andean condor. These enormous birds have wingspans that can reach up to 3 meters. Early in the morning, they rise from the canyon using warm air currents and glide silently across the sky. Seeing a condor fly close to you feels majestic and unforgettable. Small traditional villages are scattered around the canyon. In these villages, people still wear colorful clothing and live simple lives connected to the land. Terraced farms built by ancient civilizations are still visible on the canyon walls, showing how people survived and farmed here centuries ago. Colca Canyon is dramatic, raw, and deeply beautiful, a place where nature feels powerful and alive. 4. Sacred Valley. Between the city of Cusco and Machu Picchu lies a peaceful and historic region known as the Sacred Valley. This valley was once the heart of the Inca Empire. The Incas believed it was sacred because of its fertile land, mild climate, and powerful surrounding mountains. Today, the Sacred Valley is filled with green fields, flowing rivers, and ancient ruins that quietly tell stories of the past. The village of Pisac is famous for its colorful market and impressive hillside ruins. From the top, you can see farming terraces carved into the mountains, showing the incredible engineering skills of the Incas. Another important site in the valley is Ollantaytambo, a town that still has original Inca streets and walls. Walking through its narrow stone pathways feels like stepping back in time. The massive stone terraces and temples above the town are powerful reminders of the strength and intelligence of the Inca civilization. The Sacred Valley is calm and peaceful. The mountains feel protective, almost spiritual. Many travelers say this valley gives them a deep sense of connection to history, to nature, and to something greater than themselves. 3. Arequipa. Arequipa is often called the White City, and one look explains why. Many of its buildings are made from white volcanic stone called sillar, which shines brightly under the sun. The city sits at the foot of the tall El Misti volcano, creating a dramatic and beautiful backdrop. Arequipa feels elegant and calm. The Plaza de Armas, the city's main square, is surrounded by palm trees, grand arches, and a stunning cathedral. It is a perfect place to sit, relax, and watch daily life unfold. One of the most impressive places in Arequipa is the Santa Catalina Monastery. This large religious complex feels like a small city within the city. Inside, you will find colorful walls painted red and blue, quiet courtyards, and narrow streets that feel peaceful and hidden from the outside world. Walking through the monastery feels like discovering a secret world. Arequipa combines beauty, history, and mountain scenery in a way that feels both grand and intimate at the same time. 2. Cusco. Cusco was once the capital of the mighty Inca Empire, and even today, it feels like the cultural heart of Peru. Located high in the Andes, Cusco is surrounded by mountains and filled with history at every corner. What makes Cusco unique is the mix of Inca and Spanish architecture. Massive Inca stone walls form the foundations of colonial churches and modern buildings. The stones are cut so perfectly that not even a sheet of paper can fit between them, and they were built without modern tools. The Plaza de Armas is the center of life in Cusco. Here, tourists, locals, and street performers gather under the bright Andean sky. Music fills the air, and colorful traditional clothing adds life to the streets. Cusco is also the main starting point for visiting Machu Picchu. But even without Machu Picchu, Cusco itself is a treasure. It feels ancient, alive, and full of stories waiting to be heard. 1. Machu Picchu. And finally, we arrive at the crown jewel of Peru, Machu Picchu. Hidden high in the Andes Mountains, surrounded by green peaks and drifting clouds, Machu Picchu feels almost unreal. Built in the 15th century by the Incas, this ancient city remained hidden from the world for centuries. The Spanish conquerors never found it, which helped preserve its beauty and mystery. The stone structures are perfectly cut and carefully placed without mortar. Temples, terraces, stairways, and plazas spread across the mountain ridge, showing the intelligence and skill of the Inca builders. Every corner offers a new view of the surrounding mountains. The most magical moment comes at sunrise. As the first light touches the ruins and the mist slowly rises from the valley below, Machu Picchu feels alive. It is quiet, powerful, and deeply emotional. Standing there, you do not just see history, you feel it. Machu Picchu is not only Peru's most visited site. It is one of the greatest wonders of our world. Peru is not just a place you visit. It is mountains that touch the sky, deserts that hide mysteries, jungles full of life, cities filled with history, and ancient ruins that remind us of human greatness. From number 12 to number 1, every destination tells a different story. And maybe the real beauty of Peru is this: no matter where you go, you will leave with memories that stay forever. So now the question is simple. Which of these places would you explore first?